And I can only protect you. I can't fight a war for you.
Boy, Qui-Gon Jinn just is not kidding. There really isn't enough Jedi to go around, even at the height of the Republic.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
I was wondering how, within 2 generations, between Episode 3 and Episode 4, and again between Episode 6 and Episode 7, how the entire Star Wars galaxy forgot about the Jedi and their abilities. And it's very easy to break this down by the numbers to explain why. Provided in the movies, we have some numbers already. We know that there are thousands of Jedi, and I'm going to estimate on the very high side of 100,000 Jedi. That's including Padawan and younglings. And then we need to figure out what the population of the galaxy is. To do that, I extrapolated some numbers based on a video produced by Force Science that calculated the cost of the Death Star. Now, according to Force Science, the cost of a Death Star is measured into the tens of septillions. In 2013, Earth's population was 7.1 billion. Our global production was, coincidentally, $75 trillion. Assuming that the galaxy spent 10% of its galactic budget on the military, and half of that building a Death Star, yes, breaking it down over many years, then it's pretty easy to calculate how many planets would need to generate the GDP for the galaxy in order to afford a Death Star. The math works out to about 50,000 Earth-like planets. As I mentioned, I'm going to go with 100,000 Jedi, and that works out to 1 Jedi for every $3.5 billion. Again, estimated. So you're looking at 2 Jedi for each single planet. Now, if you've only got 2 Jedi per planet, and they're not assigned to those planets on a regular, recurring basis or in rotations, and they're only sent when extreme uprising or Jedi police work or peacekeeping is required, people aren't going to know who the Jedi are. They're not going to know what they're capable of. They'll probably have heard of the Jedi. They'll probably have heard of lightsabers. They probably heard of the Force. Kind of like, well, I'm Canadian. I've heard of Swahili. I've heard of African Bushmen. I've never interacted with any. I've never heard the language spoken except in movies. And it's that kind of thing that they would end up seeing on galactic newsreels about this Jedi and that Jedi that went into this planet and did X. It wouldn't stick in the galactic conscience that, hey, this person was the guy that did that. They'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, it's a Jedi. So within a space of a generation, it's actually very easy to conceive the idea that nobody would know who the Jedi are and what they're capable of, simply because the population ratio is just so extremely out of whack. Anyway, I'm going to link the video that Force Science did. I'm going to link the Google population GDP for Earth. I'm going to link a few other pieces of information. If my math is wrong, I hope somebody steps in the comments section, corrects me on it. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative, and it definitely answers a couple of questions. In the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, and may the Force be with you.